Well, finally, after the bugs gets worked out here, we're ready to rock and roll. 35 seconds left to go here in the practice. Bobby, all the freaking hobbies, Max Speed TV coming at you in your face. Daytona, the super speedway kings. You know how the game works? Too fast repairs. There's no stages with these boys. These guys race. They don't do the stage thing. Stick around. We're going to be right back right after this. Oh, by the way, no national anthem. Not enough time for it after the technical difficulties here. Got it taken care of. Kick back, relax real quick, because we're getting ready to hop into the qualifying right here. And when we do, it's race time. Remember, we're talking Talladega. Fuel. I don't think it's going to be a problem here. Why? Well, because the big ones, the wrecks, it happens. It's part of super speedway racing. Teammates is a must. Going from 65 mile an hour, or I'm sorry, 190 mile an hour to 65 mile an hour through the pits, that's going to be a fun little interchange to watch, especially when we get green flag pit stops. You don't want to get ran over, you don't want to run over anybody, and you sure as heck don't want to get caught speeding, because if you do, you're screwed. It's a long way back around this track to get that lap back. You don't want to be nowhere around the big one. It will happen. It's going to happen. Face it. Just hope to God you've got enough luck to be away from it or to miss it. Let's check out some of the guys. I'm not going anywhere. Let's watch here. See what's going on. Mark Mann running the Wrangler machine here. He knows how to get around this track. He's been so close so many times from winning, it's not funny. And then at the last minute, it just comes up and just reaches and grabs him by the butt, and then he gets caught up in the big one. Hopefully, it's not going to happen tonight. Certainly don't want to interview him and jinx him, by the way, either. That's known to happen. Bradley Green, how you doing, my friend? First one out here in the chat. What's up? Let's check some more notables out here running around. Jimmy Crow, there he is. Keep an eye on this cat. This is not only his lead, but last week he sat on the pole. This guy is flying. Don't know what it is, but whatever it is, he's got it. It's the secret. He has it. Like I said, it is Super Speedway Kings, the best of the best. When you get caught in a Jimmy Crow league, and you're called to come up and run with them, you've done something, because this guy only has the elites. And that's why we have so much fun out here in the super speedways. Now, the real question is, what's going to happen during this race? He's currently third right there, and he's fine with it. But what's going to happen? Well, we got to keep them on the track. Quit hitting each other. Quit causing incidents. It's Talladega. It's going to happen. But I am going to show you a new little thing I got here. And let me see if I can find it. I'm looking for it. Right there. Check that out. It's the Doob Wipes Wreck of the Night. Oh, somebody does not want that Covenant award. Trust me. We'll find out, though. We're going to see exactly what's going to happen here shortly. Anybody else out here running around? Most of the guys have finished up. But I can't tell you on the pole will be Mr. 1 Frank Gromillia. The 13 machine. Made the pole, no problem, thank you very much. And there's not really nobody else out here running. It's even going to be able to come close to attempt to get him. 1 minute to go, and it's time to rock and roll. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies. We'll be right back after this. Get something to drink, something to eat. Come back, spend a little time with us on YouTube. Let's have a little fun tonight. On a Tuesday night. Welcome back, everybody. MaxspeedTV Super Speedway Kings. Here we go. They're starting to grid now. We can go ahead and we can get through the starting grid. See how bad I botched this up, huh? Hey, it's fun. What do you think? Row number 1 is going to be Frank Gumillion to 13, along beside him, 63, the boy wonder, the kid that was born with a racing helmet on. Ouch. Logan Hilton, 63. Row number 2, 3, Greg White, beside him, 78 of Gary. Gary C it is. Row 3, Jimmy Crow. In the 16 machine beside him, the 28 of Larry Boyle. Row number 4, the 17, Joshua Milam. Beside him, the 70 of Don Davis. Row 5 will be the 34 of Darren Reiser. Beside him, Rick Seabrands. Nice to have him back. Row 6, the 09 of Harold Decker. The 18 of J.D. Crow. Row 7, the 04, one Mark Mann. Beside him, the 15, Noel Cowers. Row 8, the 088, Stefan. And row 8 beside him in the 5 is going to be Sean Macara. Row 9, Stephen K. Beside him, Sebastian Marin in the 6th. And row 10, Dave Bingle. 77, Zachary Lima. So many names. Somebody buy me Hooked on Phonics, will you? Row 11, Kevin Price. The 01 of Patrick Grover. Beside him, the 12, the 88 of Gabe Butler. And beside him, the 202 of Seth Grover. Row 13, 21, Tony Wright. Now, see, that's an easy name. I can't screw that up. The 07, Brian Wang. Row 14, David Adamson. The 52 of Brent Lee. Row 15, Eric Lowry. The 41, Tracy Weaver. 16, Dale Willoughby. In the 85, Al Cena. Row 17, 20, Jay Hilliard. The 00, Thomas Holder. Row 18, 33, Michael Howlett. The 31, James. Row 19, David Overstreet to 45, Todd Siebels. Row 20, 82, Paul Fletcher. Beside him to 57, Brian Pierce. Row 21 to 55, Dean Wilkinson. And the 215 of Rhett Cadet. And the 22 row, 000, Giovanni. That is it. Now we can finally get into some racing here, I think, huh? All right, here we go. Super Speedway Kings. Decal. Watch out. You got to have teammates. Watch out for the drafting. Watch out for the side drafting. That's going to be a big part of this ordeal as well. You got to keep the fenders on. You got to be in it to win it. Plain and simple. Frank Gumillion down on the bottom is going to lead the boys off. Logan Hilton's going to be on that top side, the 63. And here we go, rock and roll time. Man, the 77, Gary. Wow, did he do a shove job right there. Put him and Logan all the way out in front. Now Logan's in what I call the rocking chair. You're as safe as in your mama's arms when you're down on the bottom of that first truck. "77 laps of white knuckle riding all the way around this place, going nowhere and getting there fast." Already forming second line. Who's starting that one? Mr. Jimmy Crow. Here he comes in a 16 machine. Starting a small third row up on that top side. Now you got a lot of guys sitting way back here if I find them. Let's see. I'm looking. Now these guys right here, they are just hanging out for the ride. They don't want to lose the draft. but they do not want to get caught up in anything. So they're sitting back here and letting the laps tick down, staying out of trouble. And the guys leading that show will be Tony Wright in the 21 machine. David Adamson in the 007 right there with him. All these cats right here are hanging out, waiting patiently, but not these cats up here. They flat out getting it. Rick Seabrand's bringing up that middle lane right here. And he has got the 18 of J.D. Crow all over him, right along with him. I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. The object here is to push that truck up in front of that lead driver on the inside lane. You get him to, he clears him, and he drops down, or he'll stay up there with you, and hopefully you can catch him, and then both of you can go down. Let's see what Seabrands does. Is he got to stay there? No, he's not. He said, thank you very much for the help. I'm going to go ahead and drop it down here on the bottom. And that's the way it works. 3-wide racing, and you're going to see this, folks, for this entire race. These guys know how to get around this track. And some of these paint schemes, I'm telling you what, Stevie Wonder could pick them out of a crowd. They take their paint schemes very serious. Seabrand's down on the bottom side. Logan Hilton doing the pushing right there with him. You want to know what it's like being a pusher? Well, here it is. You get yourself set up coming out of that turn, and you hope to God you're lined up with that bumper because you can go ahead and shove them all the way down the backstretch. And then you let up just a tad, going around in the turns, and hopefully you can get caught up and give him another shove before he hits the tri-oval. And that's what it's all about, pushing and shoving. You see him giving him another good shove right here, and he's got to back off just a little bit. You cannot push these trucks, especially these trucks. You have got to be square on that bumper. And that's what causes most of these accidents in super speedways. Everybody is push happy, but nobody gets lined up properly. You gotta watch him come out of the turn. You gotta see Logan get set up right there. Boom, he's shoving him right there. J.D. Crow doing the exact same thing. The two trucks behind the leaders are called the pushers. They determine the speed of that particular lane. Joshua Mileman to 17. He's another cat knows how to get around this place. There's something else you got to be very careful. You see these guys jockeying back and forth down there in them double yellow lines. That transition will throw your butt sideways, and you will tick off a lot of people. You got to make sure you stay off those yellow lines as much as possible. You want to get close to it, but you do not want to get off on it. You've also got to be very, very careful of your telemetry, your gauges inside, water pressure, oil pressure. You get stuck in the tunnel vision, man, when you're running around and all you're doing is pushing somebody. Let's get somebody in the middle. Mr. Crow, J.D. Crow, take a look at this. This is how close and how gnarly things can get. I mean, that's close. You could almost reach out and slap the water bottle out of the other guy if you could. Hilton down on the bottom of the 63. There he is. Back to the lead again. Not a surprise. J.D. Crow making his way right up through the middle, and he has got Jimmy Crow with 16 shoving him right down the middle part. Greg White, number 3, right there with him as well. The 49, Steven Karosik. You have no idea how bad I want to call him Krosik. But it's Karosik, I believe. On that top side, making it work right now. All right, guys, you're playing nice right now. Let's see if it can stay that way for a few minutes. Why? Well, because we're going to do a little something I like to do probably more than anything there is in broadcasting and iRacing. And you know what time it is? You guessed it. It's time to crank this mother up. Well, as you can see, we've got ourselves looks like a double line thing going here. These cats are all the way up here doing some serious battling. And then we got to work our way all the way back. I'm talking way back. And here we go. The 41 machine's going to lead them down. Tracy Weaver, I believe. Now, every single one of these cats right here are just hanging out. They do not want to lose the draft, but they do not want to get into trouble. Letting the laps wind down. That's all they care about right now. And we may see our first flag. Our first pit stops could be green flag. That's going to be exciting. They're running at 190 mile an hour, and they're going to have to get these bad boys all the way down to 65. We'll see how that works out. Logan Hilton into 4. Rick Seabrand seem to be getting it going pretty well together here. Jimmy Crow in the middle with the number 3 along Greg White right there behind him, giving him some pushing. You've got to have nerves of steel. You've got to be calm. And you better have patience. And one of the guys out here, well, there's actually 3 of them that has more patience than any driver that I know of. Logan Hilton, he's got the patience. Jimmy Crow's got the patience. Rick Seabrand's has got the patience. And that's exactly what you've got to have. Now, I've been waiting here, and I'm not seeing nothing yet. The 01, Patrick Grover. I'm trying to see if his brother is out here with him. Because if he was, they would already be up on that top lane, probably in the front already. Now, I may be wrong, but I am not seeing his brother out here. I'm just seeing him all by himself. If there's anybody out here on YouTube that you want to say hi to, you give me a holler, I will give it right back at you. I'll let the boys know out here when they watch the telecast who's rooting for them. You name it, I'll say it. Hell, I don't care if you don't like somebody. I don't live by them. I will say whatever you like out in YouTubeville. The object's to broadcast it and make them and you guys happy. That's a lot of work to do. Speaking of being happy, appreciate everybody out here watching this on YouTube. Hit that like button for the love of God. If you get a blister, I'll mail you a Band-Aid. Come on, show these boys your appreciation out here. The Super Speedway Kings here, MaxspeedTV, coming at ya. Three wide racing still. You think they're coming down to the last part. Now, fuel runs. It depends on what they did. They didn't really tell me here, but I'm going to assume around, could be around 23, 22, 23 maybe. We've got 16 in the books right now. There it is, Seth Grover. That's the one that we're missing. That's the other Grover brother, and he said his computer just crapped out on him. That's not good. When those two boys, they got to be Siamese twins, because when they get out on a racetrack, they're hooked and they do not come unhooked. It is a sight to see to watch him maneuver around these trucks together. But all by himself, he is a loner out here tonight. He's going to have to find a new person. A new brother, if you will. Way up on the top side, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Sebastian in the 6 machine, getting it done, making it work, but he's also got Zachary in the 77 doing some pushing with him. Take a watch right here, right off the hood of Mr. Jimmy Crow. You can see him jockeying around, moving around. Now, when you get close to these trucks and the sides, or even drafted, it really upsets them. And they are a handful. Now, who am I looking for? Somebody was hollering out here, go number 70. And that'd be back here, Mr. Don Davis. He's in 24th position. Now, this cat is no dummy. He's sitting back here, riding along. He's hanging on with them. He's not lost the draft, but yet he's got plenty of enough time, hopefully, to maneuver around if something happens way up there in the front. And the name of the game is being able to react, slow down, not run nobody over, not get ran over. And here we already got some coming in. We'll hang right with him. This is the first sets of pit stops right here. They all come in easy peasy, no troubles, no hassles whatsoever. And that's what you want to see. Right here, let you know who's on the pit road as of right now. You can check and see if your favorite drivers popped in. Some of them has 9-second pit stops, others have 14. Some take tires, 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires. Watch these cats all coming in right here, slowing it down, way down. Give you a good look at these guys as they all come into the pits. Now that is a lot of trucks, folks. They all must have got on the air on the radio and said, hey, this time by, man. Now, the first 10, and here they come right here. They have not been in the pits yet whatsoever, but they should be coming right now. And here they all come. Watch them all sliding their ways in here. Now, that's pretty darn impressive, folks. 41 trucks is in this race tonight, and not one of them screwed up a green flag pit stop. You can't say that every day. Greg White and the 78, Gary C. You say, Bobby, why do you say C? Because I can't pronounce that freaking last name, that's why. It's Gary C to me. He's in, he's out, he's on his way, he's running. We got a blinker out here, and I'm trying to figure out who that is. That might be Josh Milam, and I can't believe it if it is. He never blinks. No, that's 17, maybe. Yes, it is Joshua Milam. It sure is. Now, the admins to see him blinking like that. Now, you noticed he actually got out of the way, dropped down to the bottom. What a stand-up move he did right there. He does not want to cause any problems in this race. So he's going to have to go all the way back to the back here, drop in line somewhere till he gets that internet sorted out. Hopefully it works itself out and you work his way right back up to the top again. And trust me, if anybody can do it, this cat can. 21 laps out of 77 in the books. 0 cautions. Hey, take a look. Didn't I tell you? Patrick Grover, he's showing his face right here. So far, he's holding that third position. And who's he got pushing him? None other than Mr. Mark Mann. All of these guys can push. Usually when you get into a league, you pray to God to get a decent pusher. Hope he gets behind you. It don't matter here. Every single one of these cats, they can push around this track. The hardest thing to do is basically you're almost trying to figure out where that lead truck up there in front of you is going to go. You want to be able to get lined up to him just as soon as you get out of one of these turns so you can start doing the pushing. You can actually set over and get a little close to these guys. And you can do the side drafting. The side drafting is a blast. We'll see if we get someone crossing down here, get close. They get pretty close to each other the way it is. Top side always wants to squeeze the bottom side down to the point where they're almost down in the infield. Grover on the top side. Looks like he's going to lead this lap for sure. Wanting Mark Mann to push him hard enough so he can drop down in front of Mr. Seabrands. And I'm going to tell you right now, Seth, you better get your computer fixed, my friend, because your brother's good, but he's a lot better when you two are working together. Three wide racing. This right here is the first bunch of fellas. Now, did you see what I was looking at? If you take a look, you see those two loaded trucks that just went by? Get this out of the way for you. Maybe you can see them. No, maybe not. But anyway, those two trucks up front are going to be caught by these cats. And I mean, they're going to catch them big time. That usually can cause an issue. We'll have to keep a close eye on that one. Awesome. See if I can fix this little problem I got here. Give me just a second, folks, and I'll work on it. When you have all these trucks, 43 of them, it really makes it tough for iRacing to give you the telemetry that you got to have to run everything. And sometimes you're forced to reset it because basically it freezes up on you. The boys get out of the way, looks like, which is a good thing. All right, we're back up again. No harm, no foul. Looks like Mark Mann is up here going to be leading the show. Now, is he going to drop down in front of him? Does he have enough to get down there in front of him? Or is he going to stay up top? Now, we've got ourselves a caution, and I really don't know why, because it didn't come out and say squat to me right now. Nowhere. Let's see if I can find it. Which it ought to be fun trying to find. I think it happened right when yeah, it did. Right when I was switching over. Now these boys look like they're already slowed down. So for the life of me, I'm not really sure. If anybody's seen it, let me know, will you? Oh, there that was. I think I might have answered my own question right here, possibly. Yeah, you can hear it. 25. That looked pretty gnarly. That was Mr. Kevin Fries, I believe. Let's go back. See if we can see it. Well, there's where the trouble began. And it did happen with the 09, I believe. So many trucks. Harold Decker. Mr. Decker. Let's see what happened with you, buddy. Slow her down. Man, I'll tell you what, he just went flying to the moon. There's a whole lot going on right here. And I can't figure it out. But I'm going to. There we go. Try it. Well, there it is. The 41. Yes, sir. The 46. Yep, that's, I think, Mr. Overstreet. David Overstreet. See if something happened on him here. I don't know. He was coming down, and he must have thought it was clear, but he was nowhere near being clear, I'll tell you that. And it's going to be really hard to beat. This guy is taking a ride, folks. Let's go back and ride with him. Full speed. Fly me to the moon. Yep. You know what that is, don't you? I don't think it's going to get beat. I don't think we're going to beat that. Nope. Not seeing it. That was tough. The 25. As of right now, there he sits, being towed all the way around. And you know what he's going to be, unless he can be beat by somebody else? Oh, yeah. There it is. He's got the dude wipes. Wreck of the night, I think. So far, anyway. What a special award. Definitely. But he definitely needed new wipes on that one. What do you think, folks, huh? Well, he'll get it fixed back up, and away he'll go. Mark Mann, the leader of the pack right now. There he is. He's led 2 laps. He knows how to get around this place. Now, I do believe the Ritz Cracker Mobile is waiting to get a wave around. And I'm thinking he should get one. Oh, nope, they're showing he's going to be number 1. There we go, now we're set up. Grover will be second place up on the top side. Mark Mann will be behind him. $29 laps to 77. They get 2 fast repairs. There has been a few used already. Appreciate everybody out here watching this in a YouTubeville. Hit that like button. I swear you won't get a blister. I promise you won't. At least I don't think you will. After getting some repair work done, Alcina is back out on the road again. Gotta get ready and do it. Get that godforsaken, ugly iRacing pace car out of our way. Let's do this. You would think they'd have a better pace car, wouldn't you? Nevertheless, it's gone. We're gonna rock and roll here one more time. 29 laps out of 77. Super Speedway Kings, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies. Right on the bottom of 215. Patrick Grover is there up on the top side. Mark Mann doing the pushing in the 04. There's the 34 up here. Darren doing some shoving. Now that is a paint scheme, folks. Way back in the back, Mr. Overstreet. Gotta work his way back up to the top. The regulators in front, Mr. Davis. Dirty Don. I wonder if that could be a message. It very well could be. Why? Well, because that's who's driving that bad boy. Don Davis. Jimmy Crow back here in the 16th, 15th spot. There's a 20, Jay Hilliard, back in it. Running around way back here, 29th. Just a hanging out. Back up front, Patrick Grover's got the lead thanks to the 78 of Mr. Gary C. Lipinski. Hilton's up on the top. J.D. Crow being his pusher. Noel, I believe it's Cowers. If not, it is tonight. But he's in the 7th spot. The 25 machine going backwards after that award-winning Fly Me to the Moon incident that we had, which, by the way, that is our only one of the night so far. Right there, one caution. 18 lead changes, folks. That's pretty good. Hilton back up to the lead down on the bottom side. Everybody's still hanging with us out here on YouTube. Don't y'all fall asleep on me now. This is too exciting for that. Still 3 wide. Slowly letting the laps wind down here. 6 laps into the last pit stop right here as Mark Mann drops all the way down to the bottom side. Right in front of the boy wonder of Mr. Hilton. I wonder if the boy actually falls asleep in his race rig, kind of like when he was a little boy. I know when I was little, I used to fall asleep on the rocking horse. They'd try to pick me off of it, and I'd wake up and have a fit. This kid has got talent, I'm telling you, the 63. Mark Mann decides to lead it for a little while. J.D. Crow right there having a really good night. He's hanging out in the 4th spot. He's led 1 lap so far. You're going to get a little help from Gary Slapinski. That's what I'm going to call him. I think I've been down this road before. Hell, I don't know. So many broadcasts, so many names. I'm the Keegan Bradley of broadcasting. 55 is dropping back. He's going to go way back. He's had enough for a while. He just wants to ride it out a little bit. We are running in 14P, folks. Hopefully that means that it's almost a crystal clear picture wherever you're watching it at. I certainly hope so. MaxspeedTV works very, very hard to give you the best looking possible broadcasts. We're not number 1 for no reason whatsoever, folks. 8,800 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to us, do so. You're missing out. Crow on the top, still hanging on, doing a good job. It's still, I gotta tell you guys, it's just not quite the same without the Seth brothers. Or, I'm sorry, not the Seth brothers. I'll get it right in a minute. I swear I will. The Grover brothers. The 01 and the 02 machines. It's just not the same out here without them. Those guys spend more time up against that wall than anything you could imagine. Probably worse than any bad student in a school, that's for sure. They love his 3rd high, way up to the wall racing. So, brother, get your computer fixed and get back out here. Man, trying to get something done. He slides right back down to the bottom here. Tony Wright, he's in the 21 machine. Trying his best so hard to get his lap back the hard way, and that's racing. And right there he is, the 3rd truck in the middle. He is 1 lap down. Whoa, be very, very careful. Here comes the 2nd bunch. They've not lost the lead or the draft at all. They're just hanging back here, letting the laps count down. Nice to see Gabe Butler up here. He's in third place. Now he's getting the job done. Up on the top side, needing a little help. Getting it from the 49 of Steven Croson. And a Zachary. These guys are so close, you could throw a blanket over the first 15 trucks. And that's what super speedway racing's all about. Check out our buddy, Mr. Crow, working his way back up again. He's in the 11th spot. Take a look back here. In the middle, they're all over. You can only see a handful of trucks. You can't see all the way up front, and that makes it very, very difficult to determine what you want to do, especially if you have an incident in front of you. Frank Gromilia, and there he sets. He's actually your pole setter in that 13 machine. Right there he is, one of the regulators. And I'm not sure, I could be wrong, they may be affiliated with the Old Farts League. I certainly hope I'm right. If not, I just called him an old fart. Up front, Mark Mann still down on the bottom side. J.D. Crow in the middle. And that 21 machine trying to get his lap back the hard way. Tony Wright, hats off to him. Mr. Butler way up on that top side. Got to get a chance to lead a lap, maybe. Excuse me. J.D. Crow in the middle. Getting a nice shove by that 78 of slap. Oh my God, it's a tongue twister. Slapinski. Ellis Davis says, I'm actually correct. They are the Old Farts Racing League. Thank goodness. Otherwise, they call the driver an old fart, and he really wasn't. Oh, boy. They have a bullseye and a Mountie out on my head. J.D. Crow down on the bottom. 15 laps so far in this last pit stop. Right around 22-23, they'll be coming in. Greg White down on the bottom. Says, I don't want no part of that stuff. I'm just going to let him go around me and then I'll hop back in line. A very wise choice. Now, there's Don Davis in 70. Hanging out with the rest of these cats back here. 43 laps out of 77 that's in the book. It's not a big deal. They'll catch them. Frank Gromilia working back up into the 16th position now. Jimmy Crow is 11th, still hanging right there in the middle. Right in the middle of the hornet's nest. In the middle, Slapinski trying to get something going. He's got that 21 doing the pushing. And I know that 21 wants nothing more than get up there. He wants that lap back the hard way. Now, a little bit of four ride happening right now. Better hop back in line. That could be trouble if not. And he did so. That was Steven Grosick in the 49. Might have got a little hot. Had to get a little fresh air underneath that truck. Who knows? JD Crow's leading him around. He's had a really good run tonight. Yeah, here comes Mr. Gabe Butler. No stranger to the front at all. That 88 machine. Now, remember that first incident we had? The 25? And that was Kevin Freese. See him up top? Now, he's 3 laps down after being sent to the moon. And he's trying to get his lap back the hard way as well. If a caution comes out, the 21's going to get the lucky dog. And I know he'd love to get past him. So you got 2 fights going on. You got a fight for the lead of this race as you see the 88, Butler dropping down to the bottom. And you got the 21 and 25 fighting because they're a lap down. 25's 3 laps down. So they're fighting to get their lap back. You just can't make this stuff up. Well, you could, but I'm not. Butler's being showed the way. Right there, 88 machine. I do not know how C-Brands put that truck in there, but man, I don't think it was. I bet he scratched paint. It was so tight, but he got it in there, no trouble. Nice to see him back after a stint in the hospital. Back behind the wheel where he belongs, where he feels most comfortable at. As the 09 goes down another lap, that's going to be Harold Decker. And he's going to be 3 laps down. $20 laps on this last pit stop. I would say the next 2 to 3 laps you're going to be seeing him coming in, if not sooner. We're going to keep it right here. Let's see who's got the teammates. They're working together, trying to get on that bottom line. They all want to come in together. If you don't come in with friends, it's going to be a long day. Slapinski's doing a heck of a job pushing him around in that 78. I mean, he is glued to him. Here comes some of the guys right now, coming right at us. Whoa, we got trouble way back in the back. I told you it was going to get ugly. You cannot. That will definitely cause a caution. It is tough. Try to figure out where this one happened at. And right there it was. Right in your face. The 09 goes for a heck of a ride. 49. They had all started with the 05, I believe. I'm not sure, but we shall find out. As soon as I can find him. There it is. Let's see what we got here. Running back and watch him. This is where things got a little ugly. There we go. Here we go, folks. Let's see what happens. The 5 is right here underneath us. Get rid of that. You see him coming off, breaking in. Oh, he's getting a little love push right there. That's what happened. Man, he got drilled. I think it was the 77. Yes, it was. That's what started this mess off. Kind of runs right into him and sends him sideways. That's what started that one. And he comes flying off the wall, coming right back in, takes the 49 right there, Karosik with him. He's trying to lock him up, trying to make it into the pits. And that's caution number 2, folks. And here comes the rest of the boys. "49 laps out of 77 in the books." Mr. J.D. Crow is your leader. Gary Slapinski, he's in second. Noel Cowers third. The Boy Wonder right there. Logan Hilton's fourth. Fifth, Rick Seabrand. Sixth, Brian Wang. Seventh, Mark Mann. Mark Martin, yeah, right. James Butler in the 88 is eighth. Ninth will be the 31 of James. Ain't gonna try. David Overstreet right here, the 46 machine. Nice to see him back. He's currently 11th. Or 10th, I should say. Now that is your top 10. Hey, yep, Super Speedway Kings, MaxspeedTV, right here. And so far, nobody has taken the Covenant Dude Wipe Award from that 25 from the earlier incident. That will be Kevin Fries, I believe. Bryce. Man, he went flying. Mr. Crow, he's led 8 laps. Slapinski's led 3. Cowers 1. Logan Hilton, he's led 7. Seabrand 7 as well. Everybody having a great time out there? Somebody type something in there. Let me know you're still with us. Don't make me have to call the police and get a welfare check on you. Ain't nobody said a word in over a half an hour. Come on, talk to me. Mara, you're awful quiet tonight, and that ain't like you. Not even close. Mrs. Hilton, same thing. You're awful quiet. $51 out of 77 in the books tonight, Tuesday night, Super Speedway Kings. Racing at its finest. Mr. Jimmy Crow takes pride in his leagues, takes pride in his choosing. Every single one of these guys was chosen to be in the league. There are so many winners, championship winners in this league from various leagues. Mara, you're too sweet. You're too kind saying those nice things about me. Oh, by the way, I got to ask you, did you happen to tease Mr. Mark Mann last week when he was hoping the race would hurry up and get over with because, I don't know, he had some kind of a Hallmark movie or something you want to grab some popcorn and cuddle up with a blanket and watch? I don't know, folks. You can't make this stuff up. That's what was told to me. Mara was going to investigate that and get back with me. And you're right, it is tough. Everybody pitting at the same time is very, very difficult. You don't want to get ran over. You don't want to run nobody over. I mean, it's tough. It really is. And you don't do it that often. That's the problem. Green Flag Racing bringing it right back at you. The 78 on the top side. Slapinski. JD Crow down on the bottom. Look at Logan Hilton in that 63 doing the shoving right off the get-go. He's probably going to be able to get that 78 down in front of JD Crow, but not quite, not so fast. Noel Cowers is doing some good pushing right there in that 76 machine. The Union 76. These guys are hooked up on that top side, though. Logan dives down to the bottom. And that number 7, and you are right, Brian Wang, he's the snake in the grass. He's that rattlesnake. All quiet till you walk past him, and then he comes up and he bites you right there, nails you. And look at him, here he comes already. On his way back up front right now. Cream rises to the top. That's what they always say. 53 out of 77 laps. Now the boys are going to start positioning themselves and getting ready. John Black, there's a race here tonight. Sorry, buddy. Every Tuesday night. Seabrand's on the bottom. Now we're starting to see something form. Brian Wang right around on the roof with him as he's playing the pusher on the top side. Slapinski is in front of him. Which, by the way, it looks like he's wanted by the Mafia. He's got a few bullet holes in his tailgate. For anybody that may be offended by bullet holes, I suggest you turn the other head. Turn away. Just don't even look right now. Bottom line's working very well. Logan comes up to the top right here to get a little bit of that draft to go right around Sebring, and he's going to drop right down in front of him, like so. You would think this was probably the last lap of this race. These guys are really getting set up right here. Got to get a little bit more help on that top side, and it's coming. Overstreet hanging in the 13th spot. Tony Wright, hey, if I'm not mistaken, and I am not mistaken. Back on the lead lap he is, and here he comes, working his way up. Riding along, Jimmy Crow on his hood in the 7th spot. A little bit of lap traffic coming up here. Now this is Talladega, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. And here they come, as the 55 machine stays very, very high out of the way. Slapinski takes over the lead. Takes it away from Logan. Logan drops back up to the high side with a little help from C-Brands in the 04. And right there he is doing some pushing too. Hilton started out in 2nd, and he has been up front battling all evening long. C-Brands is the same way. He started 10th, but he's been up here battling. J.D. Crow's led 9 laps of this, and here he sets in the 9th place, right behind Jimmy Crow. This is what I mean by going nowhere, but getting there fast. It is really difficult to do anything when you're in this tight of a cluster. But these guys are having one whale of a night so far. Only 2 cautions, 33 lead changes. Here comes some short pitting, real quick like too, by the way. Let's see if we can see them here, if I can catch them. There they come. Whoa, trouble back in the back. Some of the boys was hard on each other. There, we got a little bit more going on. The 25. I think you might have missed your pit stop. Yep, he did. And that's going to hurt the 01 Patrick Grover. Hopefully not too bad. Probably thinking, what in the heck just happened? See, we didn't have that many even come in right there, and we still had trouble. Green flag pit stops flat out suck. It's hard. And here comes the rest of them. The second cluster come in. Now these guys are a little bit better. Ain't nobody running over anybody. That was pretty darn clean. Now we're gonna sit and watch these guys. They have not pitted yet. Mr. Black, after everybody gets done with their pits, to get back out here, get back in line again. I'll see if I can get us another quick crank it up since you missed the first one. And I guess you got a pretty good excuse. Nobody told you, huh? Every Tuesday night. Actually, for me, it's every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The rest of them in. No issues whatsoever on their pit stops. Now, Patrick Grover, Brian Wang, James Greg White, Stefan. Those cats right there, they have not pitted yet. Now, they could be gambling, I don't know. But it's going to be very, very close. And you know as well as I do, when it gets down to about 7, 8, 5, somewhere in that area, yeah, it's a good chance we're going to see another caution or two. You got to make sure you got enough fuel in those trucks to go a few green flag, green, white checkers. Patrick Grover, probably missing his brother about right now. But he's got a new brother out here on the track tonight, Brian Wang. He is hooked up right there. I mean hooked up. Now, the rest of these cats have not been in. Are they going to try to chance it? Are they hoping they can get it all the way? Mark Mann, 6th position. Leading the big boys. These guys all have plenty of fuel. They can make it. Logan Hilton is in the middle, is 78. Slapinski, he's been up here all evening long as well, and so has that 15 machine of Noel. Tony Wright. He was actually down a few laps. Here he is sitting in that 13th position. I'm sorry. Take that back. 15th. Thought his day was going to be in trouble, but it's not. He's doing a pretty darn good job. These boys right here. Now, Greg White's got 17 laps. There ain't no way. No way he's going to have enough fuel to make it all the way. He will have to come in here in a minute. Got ourselves a caution right now, and I don't know why. I'm seeing smoke. Oh no, Gabe Butler. He's smoking. Let's see what happened on this mess. Wow, and it's a big one. Let's run back here to the 13 machine. See if we can get a view. That's our pole sitter right here too, by the way. Nice and slow. See what happened. You can see them dancing around. These trucks love to dance. Whoa, again. Wow. A very abrupt move. And I do believe, not sure who that was. It's the 49 machine. And he went for a ride. There he is. We'll watch it one more quick time for you. Do a little chopper view of this. Watch the 49. Did he get any help? Boom, right there. Yes, he did get a little help from the 77. Was not square, and you don't push in a turn. And that's what happens. He hits that wall hard. Gabe Butler trying his best to try to miss the 34 machine, and he can't do it. He drilled him head on. But still, the 25 machine of Kevin Freese, he's fine. He still has the Covenant Award of the Dude Wipes. After the flying through the air barrel rolls and a few other things he did. He's definitely got that award down, I think. Everybody has enough fuel now. No problems whatsoever. I would love to interview some of these guys, but it's just not going to happen, Captain. Everybody's got their private channels, and they will not let Bobby come in and play. Patrick Grover. Maybe he's going to win one for his brother here. Would that be something? His brother is on the sidelines with the back computer watching. And normally those two guys are like Siamese twins. You can't separate them. I'm kind of curious. I wonder if the brother's spotting for him. The rest of these cats, the 55, the 007, they be looking for their waiver rounds. He's going into the pit. And I do believe 007 is back in 29th position, and he is. He will be on the lead lap, though, if he can get his waiver round right here. And he should. He's waiting patiently. He'll cross the start-finish line, and away he should go, and he does. Grover down on the bottom, leading the pack. He's led 9 laps so far. He's starting 22nd. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're missing a few people out here tonight in chat that we normally have. Jimmy Crow's wife, I haven't heard her in about 2-3 races. What's up with that? There it is, Brian Wang on the top. Somebody told me up here, keep an eye on him. It's what they said. And I will go back and see if I can find who that was and give them props for it. I'm not sure who it was now. But anyway, they got to be happy campers. Eight to go at the line. Super Speedway Kings, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you right here, right now. Tuesday night. Nothing better than this. Good racing and, well, probably not so great broadcasting, but hey, it could be worse. I could be stuttering. Pace thing off the track. Grover's down on the bottom. Wang up top. All the big hitters right there in the top 10. And here we go, green flag racing one more time. 8 laps to go at the line. Are they got to keep her clean all the way around? Probably not. We're going to find out. I'll guarantee you they're not going to stay setting too wide. Way up on the top side by himself, the 78. Slapinski looking for a little help to get up to the top. Logan Hilton thought about it. He drops back down into the middle. Now he's going to pop back up in front of him. Now's where things start to get a little dicey. Jimmy, whoa, somebody's sliding around right there. Oh, Logan Hilton gets sideways. And, oh, that is not pretty at all. I mean, we got a boys tour the heck up everywhere back here. Jimmy Crow's involved in it. So you see where this happened at. Where did it start? The 63 right there in the middle. Let's go back here. See if we can watch this from a good angle. Not quite sure. Somebody might have what I call flinched. Trying to find the right truck for you to look at is nearly impossible. Let's try it. See if we can see it right here. Slowing it down. Watch Mark Mann on that bottom. See, he goes up just a little bit. And I think it scared Logan, but Mark was nowhere near him. And that's what started that mess. We can get a little bit better by going to the number 4 machine. Let's see it. See, Mark goes up right there a little bit. And I'm not sure what the heck happened, to be totally honest with you. But I know Logan tried like heck to save that thing. And he just couldn't get it done. He drove like a madman. I bet he was sawing on that wheel. But he couldn't do it. He couldn't hang on to it at all. And that brought a lot of problems back. There was a 215 still spinning all the way around. That'll get you dizzy right here. This is where it all starts. Ripper speed. Look at them all. Where you gonna go? Hard licks. But not to worry. Kevin Freese, he still has the Covenant Dude Wipes Wreck of the Night Award. After flying into the air about yay high, barrel rolling and everything else. Gotta line them up. We're gonna do it again, folks. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. This is about to get nasty even more. Here comes Logan back out after trying like crazy to hang on to it. I mean, he fought that wheel. He's got to end all the way up, back in all the way 17th position. The kid's good, but I don't think he's that good. Just ain't gonna have enough time to get it done. And that's a shame too, because he was up front all evening long. Boy, that blue commitment cone just gets a beating, don't it? Patrick Grover, like I said, he's led 13 laps. Normally him and his brother are together racing. His brother's got a computer problem. He probably took it out back and shot it. He might be, I don't know though, he might be spotting for his brother in the 01. Excuse me, Patrick Grover. Wouldn't that be something? Patrick wins the race without his brother. Maybe he'll win enough money and buy his brother a new computer. What do you think, Seth? I think you should if you're out here watching. Grover's going to lead him down. There's James in the 31. Brian Wang, third. Joshua Milam, being quiet tonight. I got a feeling that's not going to last. Mark Mann, fifth. Gary Slapinski, sixth. Can you imagine having a name Slapinski growing up? I wonder if that gives him the right to slap everybody he sees. Rick Seabrands in the 7th spot. Noel Cowers, 8th. 9th. Stefan Jay Hilliard in the 20, up to the 10th position. Making a strong run. Frank Romulia, your pole sitter, is 11th. One of the regulators, I believe. Do they have enough time? Karen Grover, how are you doing? A little bit easier route for just one of the sons, isn't it? Well, here he is. You didn't come in too late at all. 3 laps to go. What's going to happen? I know one thing for a fact, folks. With all the different leagues I broadcasted, Joshua Milam, he can push. I truly believe if he had the opportunity, he would push his own mother down the stairs. Not to be mean, he just likes to push. He can push better than anybody I know. He is the man that you want behind you when it gets down to the nitty-gritty. Mark Mann is the exact same way. Seabrands, I mean, all these guys. But Milam, I'm telling you, something about this guy, he can get it done. We're going to find out. Getting down real close, right down to the finish. Super Speedway Kings, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all of the wonderful freaking hobbies. And why is that? Because that's what my wife tells me. So that's what I'm going by. After a while, you keep getting accused of it, you might as well be it, right? So that's me, Bobby with all the hobbies. Appreciate everybody out here watching. 19 of us with only 9 likes. That'll make me want to cry. Hit the like button. I swear you will not get a blister on your thumb. If you do, let me know. I'll send you some Neosporin. All right, the Gopper Sick and Ugly pace car's out of the way. Here we go. It's going to be Grover. It's going to be down on the bottom. The 31 machine of James Moen, I believe. Up on the top side. Brian Wang doing some shoving along with Joshua Milam on the top shoving. Do not skip a gear. Whatever you do, don't spin your tires. Nice and smooth. Up top. All right, this 78 Slapinski's going to go to the top. And he's going to bring the 15 of Noel Cowers with him. Bottom line is definitely hooked up. Need to get a little help into that middle. Milam can't do it alone. Mark Mann jumps up right there in the middle. Throw a blanket over the first 15 trucks right here, folks. That close. How's it gonna turn out? Patrick Grover driving his heart out right now. The 07 pushing his heart out. Brian Wang. As long as Mr. Wang and Seabrands right there in the 4 machine stay hooked up, they ain't nobody gonna be able to pass and get in front of them. The 31 machine in the middle. He's doing the shoving in the middle side. This is where it's going to get hairy and fast. Coming down to the white flag. Are we going to make it that far? There's no way somebody's going to set and be happy where they're at right here. They are going to make something happen. One way or the other. Hang on, folks. It's about ready to get ugly. Mark Mann in the middle leading the show. Patrick Grover on the bottom. The 78 up top. Slapinski. Who is going to push who and push them too far or not be hooked up straight when they push and cause the big one right here. This is it. It's the white flag. Are they going to be able to go all the way around and not cause a wreck? Now this... No, we got trouble in the back already. Will it stay green flagging? I do think it will. Is Patrick Grover going to be able to win this bad boy? On the bottom, the 07 doing the pushing. Here comes Mark Mann on the middle side. Man, is it going to be close? And it looks like Grover's going to take this win, and he does, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap, past the Tylenol. Woohoo! Wow. Patrick gets the job done. Now he's got to buy his brother a computer. Mark Mann, bridesmaid, never a bride. At least not lately anyway. And besides, he'd make an ugly bride. But comes in second place. Brian Wang comes in third. The 31, Josh Bowen's fifth. Or fourth, fifth, Rick Seabrands. Man, that was some nasty wrecking going on. Not a big deal. It is over with. We don't care. It stayed green right here all the way. We're going to stay right with him. Patrick Grover brings home the win. Karen, you've got to be ecstatic right now. He led 17 laps of this race. He started 22nd. Patience, patience, patience. And look what it does. It pays off. All right, while he burns his tires off, we're going to be right back. We're going to have a quick little break. We'll get up. We've got a chance to talk to some of these boys if we can. Bobby with all the hobbies, MaxspeedTV Super Speedway Kings. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Bobby with all the hobbies. MaxspeedTV Super Speedway Kings. Third place. He's a no-show. I don't know what happened to him. You can't find him. I'm looking for him. I'm still looking. I don't see him nowhere. So I guess we're just got to move on. Talk to him, Mr. Mark Mann. I know you're with me.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell me about the race.
It was 3 wide there that first stint. Boy, we were 3 wide and many deep. That was a lot of fun, that early stint. And then it was got caught there with some cars coming out of pit road. on that caution, so they got the positions. And then that one time we went into the pits, we got caught. A caution came out, so we had to battle back all race, our team. So, but I'm happy with the finish. Second place was great.
I noticed the pit stops. Actually, the pit stops cause a lot of problems for a lot of people tonight. It's tell the folks out here that's listening how tough it is to go from 190 mile an hour to 65 and not run over anybody or not get ran over.
Oh, that's just the thing is half the time when I'm pitting, I'm looking in my rearview mirror just as much as I am my windshield. Thankfully, all those wrecks were behind me coming into the pits. With these trucks, you can send it in there, and everybody knows it. So everybody sends it, and it does. It gets a little bit tight. And unfortunately, we had some incidents, but we'll get that all straightened out over here. A lot of good quality drivers, great drivers. So.
Well, you did a heck of a job. You were up front battling all. I mean, it only showed you led 7 laps, whoopee. But man, you were up front battling this whole entire race. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, it doesn't. Last week I was as well, but I kind of got into an incident with, I think it was with 2 to go. So I was just happy to finish right here.
A bummer deal with your teammate there, Logan Hilton.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I might have been the one that came off that apron a little bit in the tri-oval that made him have to correct and go a little bit high, and maybe the car above him went a little bit low, and they just kind of met.
Oh, yeah, it's what it looked like to me. I mean, I showed the replays, watched it a few times. I mean, I don't know if you started to move up just a little bit, but you never come close to touching him. And he saw that, and I think Logan saw the guy up on the top side coming down, and he just got a little flunch happy, if you will. I mean, he's got 2 of them coming at him. He don't know what to do, and unfortunately, it got away from him there. And he fought that wheel, thought he was going to be able to save it, but he couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, that's tough in a 3-wide situation in the tri-oval. Whew.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was a bummer for him. But if anybody could have came back from the back, he would have had more laps. I guarantee you to seen him in the top 5 or 10.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I don't care what his mom or anybody else says. I swear, I'm gonna find a baby picture somewhere where that boy was born with a racing helmet on.
Oh yes, he was.
I am telling you, man, he's got patience of a 90-year-old man. It's impressive. But not tonight. Not meant to be for him, but congratulations. Second place right here. And hey, if I'm not mistaken, let's see. What are we looking at? Oh, yeah. Plenty of time for you to watch one of your Hallmark movies.
Oh, yeah.
How did that work out at work for you, by the way?
I don't know. I was getting busted on a little bit.
Well, good. I'm doing my job. Look at that. The broadcaster's job never ends. Even while you're at work, we're still getting picked on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations, Mark. You did a heck of a job tonight, buddy. Second place. Be proud of that. Anybody out here you want to thank? The stage is yours.
Yeah, man. Bobby, thank you over at MaxspeedTV. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Great broadcast. Super Speedway Kings and Essel and Jimmy and the guys who run it over here, and absolutely Alliance Motorsports, all the teammates that I had tonight. Just a great team. We're up there in the front every single race, and I hope we can keep that up.
Well, I'm pretty sure you guys will. You guys are definitely a force to be.
Mara.
Oh yeah, you did. Mara. Mara, he forgot you. Oh my God. She's like your biggest fan. I mean, the number one Uno.
This is my little buddy.
Yeah, I think your little buddy's going to slap you upside the head when you come back to work and she sees you.
Oh, maybe.
Don't forget your little buddy.
You know, bro.
Well, congratulations. Get out of that rig, relax, take it easy tonight. Second place finish. Good job. Working a little bit closer and closer for a championship.
Yeah, I missed one race, which killed me. If I didn't miss that race, who knows what could have happened. But I kind of think I'm out of it. But I'll keep racing and see how it ends up. Maybe finish the season top 3 would be nice.
It's always a blast to watch you, Mark. You take care of yourself and you be safe. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, brother.
All right. Patrick. Oh, Patrick. Somebody wake you. I bet he's celebrating and Plum forgot about me. He just doesn't even want to talk to me, I bet. Well, he is the winner of this race. I swear to God, he is. He led 17 laps. His brother was not here to run with him. He started 22nd. And he finished this bad boy. Now, I don't know if you're Karen. If you're out there listening, you better tell him to get a microphone and talk to Bobby with all the hobbies. Just ain't gonna be able to. I ain't gonna put up with that. But he is your Royce winner tonight. Whether I talk to him or not, it doesn't matter. He is your winner, and there he is. I'd like to say congratulations to the guy if he was able to talk to me. But him and his brother race all the time together. They're always an absolute pleasure to watch race out here. These guys come from the back. They're joined together at the hips. They are inseparable. I mean, man, when they hook up, it's the Grover and Grover show. Unfortunately, Patrick got it done all by himself without the help from his brother tonight. So congratulations on that. I'm going to try him one more time. Patrick, can you hear me? Patrick cannot hear me. All right, Mom, you're going to have to work on that. He is going to have to get a microphone for me. Oh, he's on the phone, she said. You know what? That better be a special phone call, because when you miss being interviewed by Bobby with all the hobbies now, tell you what, that better be news that Elvis came back from the dead or something wonderful's happened or whatever. He invented the wheel again. Or better yet, the cure for the virus. Something like that, and I'll forgive him. Other than that, I can't forgive him. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being with us tonight. Appreciate everybody watching out. Super Speedway Kings, MaxspeedTV TV. Until next Tuesday, we're going to do this again. Get my little music going on here. Makes me sound all professional. Thanks everybody out on YouTube for watching this. We certainly appreciate everybody. And everybody be safe. Until next week. Till then, see ya.